We are in conversation with Professor Satinder Dhiman from the Woodbury University, the Professor of Management Studies. He is the Associate Dean, MBA Director and Chair, and he's also the President of ICSI, International Chamber for Service Industry. Once again, Professor Saab, hearty welcome.
Same here, sir. Thank you for inviting me.
It was something very nice to know from you, the born leader, the made leader, the combination of the leaders. You yourself is such an accomplished leader. I personally feel it because whenever I look at your book, The Holistic Leadership, I always try and see how much time you must have devoted. And before writing this particular book, how many books you must have read, how much literature you must have referred to. How long did it take for you to go through all that literature?
Sir, books like this do not get written overnight, as you know. I have been collecting material for this book for, I would say, last 35 years. Collecting
35
material
years
at different phases.
Okay.
Not just for this book, but I have been trying to understand what leadership is for last 30 to 35 years. But over the last 3 years, in a focused manner, I started working on this topic.
It's a masterpiece.
Thank you very much for your compliments. The concept emerged one day. Most of my ideas come when I take a walk in the morning. I was taking a walk early morning about 3-4 years ago, and an idea emerged in my mind, like a thought came in my mind that the world needs a different type of leadership. We have had different types of leadership.
Today I'm going to, I don't know how you're taking the words from my mouth. Today I'm going to ask you, and I wanted to start this episode on that only.
Sure.
What are the different type of leaders and what is the different type of leadership?
Sure.
In fact, I wanted to ask that.
We will just use that as a launching pad.
So you were taking the walk in the morning?
Yeah. And an idea emerged in my mind. I said, there are so many types of leadership. People talk about democratic leadership, people talk about autocratic leadership, people talk about task-oriented leadership, people talk about servant leadership. Now another very important concept has come, that a true leader is one which serves the followers, which serves the organization.
Wow.
I think that all the great leaders that we can think of, a leader is not a great leader because the leader was able to serve himself or herself.
Or just to lead only.
Yeah, lead only. A leader is somebody who has this mindset of service, seva bhav. That seva bhav is the crux of leadership. So that these days it's called by, it was given by this particular concept, servant leadership, was initiated by a AT&T expert, AT&T official. His name was Robert Greenleaf. So Robert Greenleaf is considered to be the father of servant leadership. But we have had great examples of servant leadership in our history. So there are different examples.
Today, let's elaborate.
Sure.
Let's take on what are the different kind of leaderships and what are the different kind of leaders. Let's share with our viewers something on that.
Sure. It is very important to understand at the very outset that no one size fits all. There is no one type of leader or leadership which will fit in all situations. In the ultimate reckoning, leadership is a contextual phenomena. It depends upon the context that you are leading. For example, if you have been in the military, you know that in military, democratic style will not work. Because the general has to take important decisions.
Yes.
And if he starts consulting with every Tom, Dick, and Harry,
and then it has to be followed.
It has to be followed. It has to be, the over there command and control method is very
important.
So in military type of organization or in situations where urgent decisions need to be taken on which people's lives depend, then probably autocratic leadership may be a better style of leadership, where a person unilaterally take the decision because everybody puts trust in that person, that he's the commander.
They just follow.
Yeah, they just follow.
They follow the instructions.
It is the nature of the task.
Nature of the task
Determines.
So
this type of leadership is also called situational leadership.
Yeah, situation.
Depending on situation.
I think this is a better word.
Right. So you get the gist that there are so many types of leadership, but understand that they are not divorced from the context. Then there is a type of leadership in which we say that the level of the followers, like you work with, I observed you, how you work with your faculty. You work with your faculty in a very democratic style. You empower them. You give them tasks, but you also trust their wisdom and their gifts.
And team.
And they come up with the
beautiful ideas.
Situation.
Yes.
And I was observing you the last 2 days, and I said that your staff, your faculty is very lucky to have you as the cheerleader.
Thank you, sir.
And at the same time, you are very lucky.
I am also very fortunate
to have people of dedicated staff.
Those kind of,
So it's a two-way street. So democratic leadership is a leadership. It has nothing to do with democracy. That's a different story. That's political connotation the word has. Democratic leadership is something
you make other person very comfortable and take out the best out of them.
Right. It is also called participatory leadership.
Yeah.
In which you invite the people you're working with.
Views.
Right.
Yes.
Other thing to be very clear is many people say that you are managing people, but the better way to say it is you are managing with people.
Yeah.
You're not managing people. You don't manage people.
You're managing with people.
Yeah. People are not.
Wow. Wonderful.
People are not.
You're not managing people. You're managing with people.
Yeah. People are not sheep that you have to herd.
Yeah.
They are intelligent people. And these days, as we were talking about millennials the other day, these people need to be respected for their intelligence. Their intelligence has to be respected. Even when we give feedback to them for something constructive, we have to be very gentle. Right? One of my rules, which I would like to share on the side, which has helped me in relationship at home as well as at work, are two words, wonderful words, and those are yes and. Whenever somebody says something to you which you don't feel like agreeing totally, don't say that. Oh, I don't think that's the idea. You say yes and after you say and, then you say whatever you want to say. The other person will not mind it.
Yes.
You're talking with somebody. That person presents a viewpoint. Generally, our tendency is to start with criticism. We shouldn't do that. We should listen to the person and then say yes. Person will be very happy that this person agrees with me. And then after saying yes, you say and. Then you state your position. So these are some of the rules.
Okay.
There are two other rules about jokingly about marital harmony. If you want to be happy in marriage,
married life,
only two rules are required. Number one, when you are wrong, admit it. Number two rule, when you are right, be quiet. then don't say anything.
Okay.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
Just be quiet.
Okay.
But when you are wrong, admit it. So, as you saw, there are different types of leadership depending upon where that leadership is required.
Let's list them out.
Sure. First, we can start with autocratic leadership.
Okay.
The opposite of that is democratic.
Okay.
We can also, partially say that democratic leadership is like participatory leadership, in which we invite our team to participate in our vision. That's called participatory leadership.
And you used a very nice word for the autocratic also, something different. Some word you had used earlier.
Oh, autocratic leader autocratic leader generally is in case of
different
military.
Word for that. Okay.
Military. And it depends on the context, situation.
Situation.
Yeah, but autocratic leadership is not situation leadership. Situation leadership is leadership which is based on the context. In a way, every leadership is like
what is demanded at that point of time. That is something which basically because when you're in defense there is a different requirement. When you are in a civil sector, it's a different requirement. When you're with your colleagues, your teachers, your others. Let me give you some words which will help you. Let me share that with our viewers. There is something called, it depends on the readiness level of the participant. Which style do you use? It depends upon how ready your team is. If your team is ready, let's say that your team is not ready. You are working with people who are not ready for the task, but you still need to work with them. Then you use this style of telling. You tell them, right? You tell them what needs to be done. This is command and control. Many types of tasks
It is also called task-oriented leadership.
Okay.
Task-oriented.
Task-oriented leader.
You want to get some task done.
Yeah.
And those people are not still ready to participate in the vision, and you tell them. This is called telling. Let's say that the people you're working with are a little bit more mature than the previous one. Then you use the method of selling. You motivate them. You sell the idea to them. Selling doesn't mean you're selling a product. You are selling the idea. In the previous case, you were telling. Now you are selling. It will rhyme. Telling, selling.
And selling. Okay.
Then after selling, after some time, you know that those people have now become a little bit more mature. They are a little bit more ready. Then what you do is you delegate. The third phase is delegating.
Delegate.
So telling, selling, delegating. When you think that people are now able to handle certain responsibilities on their own,
then you can delegate.
Then you can delegate the work. You continue to be responsible, but you delegate to them. Now, when they are really have learned the task very clearly, then what you do is, then you just leave the job to them. Then you empower them and you get out of the way.
Okay.
And that's called participating.
Okay.
Now, if you are a good leader, this is a very important observation. If you are a good leader, when you leave for 6 months, the organization runs just fine without you.
Automatically.
Runs fine without you.
Autopilot.
Autopilot, you can say that. If that happens, you are a good leader. You are a great leader that when you leave the organization for 6 months, the organization runs better than that was with you. Then you are a great leader.
Okay.
That means you have.
Otherwise, generally it is taken other way around.
Right.
Oh, when I was not here, things were not running properly and there was a lot of problems.
Yes, I'm not saying that when you were away, the organization runs just fine. Then you are a good leader. But somehow you trained your reports so well that when you are not present,
there was a smooth way of working.
Even better.
Okay, even better.
Then you are a great leader.
Okay.
So this is so you start with telling.
Yes. Then selling.
Delegating.
Then delegating.
And participate. Then you invite them to participate and you get out of the way.
Wonderful.
So this is one range of, but the reason I said that you are lucky to have dedicated staff is because an Urdu couplet comes to my mind. If I have your permission, I would like to quote.
Irshad.
Sure. के बिकने वाले और भी हैं.
बिकने वाले और भी हैं.
जाकर खरीद लो गालिब. बिकने वाले
और भी हैं. जाकर खरीद लो गालिब.
बिकने वाले और भी हैं. जाकर खरीद लो गालिब. कुछ लोग कीमत से नहीं किस्मत से मिला करते हैं.
वाह,
कुछ लोग किस्मत से मिला करते हैं, कीमत से नहीं.
सुपर.
बिकने वाले और भी हैं. जाकर खरीद लो गालिब. कुछ लोग कीमत से नहीं किस्मत से मिला करते हैं. So you are lucky and they are lucky. And I think it's a good point to end this phase of this particular topic about different types of leadership.
So this is okay. Then the next, I've got a couple of points, but let's take it in the next episode.
Sure.
Because viewers, we wish to share with you. We are at present in conversation with Professor Satinder Dhiman from the Woodbury University, USA. And we are talking about leadership, various kind of leadership, and what all it involves. And we also discussed with you what is the difference between leadership and management. We also talked with you what are the different kind of leaderships. Stay tuned in. We would be coming back soon, something more on the holistic leadership. Meanwhile, you can subscribe us on the channel youtube.com/GS Motivator. You can also like us, follow us, or comment us on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you very much, Professor Saab.
Thank you, sir.
It's such a wonderful to go through the holistic leadership. Thank you.